Good morning, students. Today we are going to learn in English a poem called The Donkey. Now, see, students, we know that man helps animals in many ways, right? Domestic animals like cats, dogs, and cows are used by man. In return, the animals get food and shelter. On the other hand, animals are living beings like us. So man has no right to hurt them. Okay, now let's move to the topic, to the poem The Donkey. So first we will recite the poem. The Donkey. I saw a donkey one day old. His head was too big for his neck to hold. His legs were shaky and long and loose. They rocketed and staggered and weren't much use. He tried to gambol and frisk a bit, but he wasn't quite sure of the trick of it. His queer little coat was soft and grey and curled at his neck in a lovely way. His face was wistful and left no doubt that he felt life needed some thinking about. So he blundered round in venturesome quest and then lay flat on the ground to rest. He looked so little and weak and slim, I prayed the world might be good to him. So here the name of the poem is not mentioned. So this poem will be anonymous. Okay. So now I'll explain to you stanzas. Okay. The first stanza. I saw a donkey one day old. His head was too big for his neck to hold. His legs were shaky and long and loose. They rocketed and staggered and weren't much use. So in the first stanza the poet says that this donkey was just one day old. Okay, he was just born, so the donkey's head was too big. As you can see in the picture, the donkey's head was too big for his neck to hold. He could not hold his legs and neck, and also his legs also was too long. They were loose because he was just born, so it was loose and shaky. He was not able to walk. Now, just as the small baby, when the small baby is born, we know that the baby just does not start running or just does not start walking. First she starts crawling, so slowly she starts walking. The same way the donkey, he was just born, he was just one day old, so he was not able to manage his head and not able to manage his neck as well. His legs also were very shaky. He was not able to walk properly. It was loose. Then the line says they rocketed and staggered and weren't much use. Rocketed means suddenly he used to start walking. So rocketed means suddenly. And staggered. Staggered means he could not move fast. He was moving unsteadily. He was moving very slow. So the poet says they rocketed and staggered and weren't much use. That means his legs were not used much. Why? Because he was just born. It was just one day. The donkey was just one day old. So he was just born. So his legs were not used much. Okay. So that's what the poem is saying in the first stanza. Let's see the second. He tried to gamble and frisk a bit, but he wasn't quite sure of the trick of it. His queer little coat was soft and grey and curled at his neck in a lovely way. So now here again the poet says that the donkey tried to run and leaped playfully because he was small, so he wanted to play. So he was trying to gamble. He tried to gamble means to leap, to move further, and frisk a bit. Frisk a bit means to skip and jump because he was trying to walk. Then, but he wasn't quite sure of the trick of it. Means he was not sure. He doesn't know to walk. He's just come into this world, right? The donkey just come. He's just 1 day old. So he was just trying something. So he didn't know how to walk properly. His queer little coat, queer means strange. So his queer little coat means the skin of his, the hair with the donkey's skin. His queer little coat was soft and grey. Now you can see on the neck of the donkey that was very soft because he was just born. So his queer little coat, his skin was very soft and it was grey in color. The donkey was grey in color and curled at his neck in a lovely way. So the donkey was looking very pretty. The poet says that the donkey was looking very lovely. Okay, we'll move to the next third stanza. His face was wistful and left no doubt that he felt life needed some thinking about. So he blundered round in a venturesome quest and then lay flat on the ground to rest. So his face was wistful. Wistful means full of hope. He had lots of hope that I will be able to walk further. And he left no doubt that he felt life needed some thinking about. So he was going on. The donkey was thinking about something. Then what did he do? So he blundered round. Blundered means he moved clumsily. Now when a small baby starts walking, we know that how many times she falls down. The same way he was clumsily walking, he wanted to move faster. So he started walking faster. So clumsily means without any skill and he wanted to move faster. So he blundered round in venturesome quest. In venturesome quest means he had that daring that I want to move further. He was very adventurous. So venturesome means daring or adventurous. So he wanted to move further. He was just 1 day old, but he had that thing in his mind that he wants to walk and move further. But as he was very small, he did not know that if I walk faster, I will fall. Okay, so he just wanted to try. And then lay flat on the ground to rest. So as he was walking, he was a bit tired, and then what did he do? He laid on the ground to rest. Then the last stanza says, he looked so little and weak and slim. I pray the world might be good to him. So in the last stanza, what the poem says, he looked so little. It means he looked small. He's just born, so he will look small only, right? So he looked so little and weak and slim. And weak and slim means he was not that much strong. So he was a bit weak. Okay? So the poet is saying, I prayed the world. That means I pray to the world might be good to him. That people and the other animals treat him properly in this world. So this was the poem on the donkey. I hope you all must have understood. So here we will end with this video. Thank you for listening, children. Goodbye. Take care.